Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for our nightly quarantine jazz club concert. We've had such a wonderful time sharing our music with you these last few weeks. This is going on week number 4 now, and we'll be doing these for a very long time as of right now. I think it's going to be a while, but we're really enjoying this opportunity to share our music with you in this way. For those of you who are joining us for the first time tonight, we are Laura Dubin and Antonio Guerrero. Thank you so much for joining us. Please leave us a comment and say hello. Let us know where in the world you're watching from, whether you're here in Rochester or in another city or state or country or maybe on another planet, another galaxy. Another star.
Another star.
Tonight we'd like to start off with a couple pieces by Dave Brubeck. It's been a few days since we've played a Dave Brubeck composition, but he's got so many great tunes and we'd love to play them all. And this first one, it's something that Antonio discovered a few years ago, actually on a YouTube recording. And I had never heard this tune before, but it's so much fun. And in typical Brubeck fashion, it's got some changing tempos and meters thrown in. This is called Fast Life, which I guess is not quite what we're all living right now, but like most of the time in real life, you could say that our life is a fast life.
It's a fast life with metric modulations.
Yeah. That was called Fast Life by the great Dave Brubeck, and I think that's one of those pieces that sounds exactly like the title. It was very, very well named. I'm not sure if the tune came first and then the title or vice versa, but it's a perfect combo there, the perfect match. We'd actually like to play another Dave Brubeck tune next, and this is a beautiful composition that comes from his classic album Time Out, and this is called Kathy's Waltz. That was a composition by the great Dave Brubeck called Kathy's Waltz. If there's any chance that our friends Kathy and Victor are watching out there, we'd like to dedicate that to you both. If you're enjoying the music tonight, there is a link right in the video here at the top of the screen, and you can make a contribution through my website if you'd like to show your support for what we're doing. And there are 3 different ways that you can do that. The first is you can order all of our albums as digital downloads. We've got 7 albums that you can choose from. You can get the whole collection if you want. And that's the very first option that you'll see when you click on the link. The link will take you to the music/store page of my website. You can also make a one-time donation of any amount that you'd like. There are several amounts that you can choose from, but you can adjust them if you would like to by changing the quantity. And on the bottom of the page, you'll see the third and final option, which is to become a monthly patron of Laura Dubin Jazz. So you'll see a yellow button that says subscribe, and you can click on any amount you'd like from the drop-down menu to contribute once a month. And when you click on the subscribe link, then you'll be taken to a secure PayPal site where you can set everything up from there. It'll be an automatic credit card payment once a month, very similar to how you might pay some of your bills now on auto pay. And that's a great way to show your ongoing support if you'd like to see us doing these videos as long as possible. And please know that everything on my website is secure. The PayPal link stores your information securely, and my website does as well. I don't have any access to your credit card info. However, if you would like to make a donation but you prefer not to do it through the internet, feel free to send me a private message here on Facebook and we can talk about another method. And if you're enjoying the music but you're not in a position to make a financial contribution right now, we completely understand. That's okay. The most important thing for us truly is that you're here enjoying the videos, listening to the music, and sharing our videos. We can't thank you enough, those of you who have been sharing our videos on your own Facebook pages, because it's really helped us to grow our audience in a short amount of time, and we've really appreciated that. So thank you to everybody who's been supporting us the last few weeks, whether you've made a donation or downloaded an album or just been here watching every night. We appreciate your support so much. Thank you. Next, we'd like to play a composition by one of the great jazz pianists on the scene today, Benny Green. And I am quite partial to this tune because the title is kind of close to my heart. This is called The Sexy Mexi. For any of you who might not know, that's where Antonio's from. And that was actually a nickname that I made for you long before I heard of this song. So when I discovered this Benny Green tune on an album, it's on an album that he recorded called Kaleidoscope. And I think maybe he's got other recordings of this tune as well, maybe on some of his live albums. But as soon as I saw this and, saw that title on the back of the CD, I thought, oh my gosh, he made a song about my nickname. I'm sure he wrote it about, a woman that he knew, but we're going to...
He mentioned that.
Yeah. Oh, did he? I haven't seen that. Well, I mean, I'm not surprised, but I figured he wrote it about somebody specific, but it's got a whole different meaning for me anyway. So we hope you enjoy this really fun tune called The Sexy Mexi. Turn the speaker off in the middle of the first two.
Yeah, absolutely.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. That was called The Sexy Mexi by the pianist Benny Green. How can you just not love a tune with that name? Even if you don't have a sexy Mexi in your own life. It's hard to resist the charm of that tune. So speaking of tunes with kind of fun titles like that, the next tune we'd like to play is an original composition of mine, and I won't get too deep into the title because I'd like to keep this Facebook video PG as much as possible. But I will say that if there are any fans of The Office out there, the American version of The Office with Steve Carell, you will immediately understand the title of this. It's the punchline to a joke that the main character very often says, and it's become a very well-known joke in our culture, for better or for worse. This is a bebop-style, bebop-inspired composition. So it's kind of written in the style of Charlie Parker and Bud Powell, and it's called That's What She Said. Part of the reason I gave it this title is because a lot of bebop tunes, so a lot of these jazz tunes from the 1940s and early 50s, had kind of titles with interesting words, or sometimes kind of humorous sounding titles. So that was part of why I chose this title, but also because it's a joke that I very much enjoy. Hope you enjoy this tune. That's my favorite one. That's what she. you've never heard a tune with that title before, unless you've heard it at our live performances. That was called That's What She Said, an original composition of mine inspired by the musical stylings of the great Charlie Parker and Bud Powell and all those wonderful bebop musicians. We've got just a few more tunes before we say goodnight. And we'll be back here again at the same time tomorrow night, as hopefully you know by now. For those of you who are just joining us for the first time, we're doing these concerts every single night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So thank you so much to everybody who's been watching them every night. And for those of you who might be joining us for the first time tonight, thank you so much for being here. And we certainly hope you'll continue to watch these as we sail through this interesting period of time that we're all living through. We'll be doing these every night. So next we'd like to play a composition by Chick Corea. We played one of his compositions a few nights ago. And this one, actually, I just realized it comes from the same album. The other night we played a piece called Now He Sings, Now He Sobs, which comes from Chick Corea's album of the same title. And this is another piece from that same album, and it's such a beautiful composition. We were just talking about it before when we were preparing this music before the camera turned on, and just talking about how we haven't heard a tune like this. It's one of those really unique jazz tunes. There aren't a lot of tunes with this kind of sound. And also the key, it's in B minor, and there are very, very few jazz tunes written in B minor, but I've noticed that Chick Corea loves that key because so many of his beautiful compositions are in that key. Yes. As a pianist, I love playing in B minor. I think it's just got such a beautiful color to it, if that makes sense. So this is Chick Corea's composition called Windows. I'm pointing at our windows there. Oh, the camera didn't. I want Windows. He needs to write another one called Mac. for his, yeah, exactly. Windows 95.
Windows 95, exactly.
I think the last one that I had was Windows Vista.
Yeah.
That was Windows by the great Chick Corea. Thank you so much for being with us here tonight. We've got just one more tune to play for you, and real quick, I'd like to mention again, I know that those of you who have been watching since the beginning of this concert have heard this, but if there are any folks who have just tuned in the last few minutes, if you've been enjoying the music tonight, please feel free to head on over to lauradubin.com. There's a link right in the video here. And if you'd like to support what we're doing, there are 3 different ways that you can make a contribution if you feel so inclined. The first is that you can download all of our albums. We've got 7 albums for you to choose from, and you'll find them all in that. As soon as you click on the link, that'll be the first thing that you see. Pardon me. You can also make a donation of any amount that you choose. There are several suggested amounts there that you can choose from. But you can also adjust them if you would like by changing the quantity. And the third and final option, which you'll see on the bottom of the page if you scroll all the way down, is you can become a monthly subscriber, a monthly patron of Laura Dubin Jazz. And you'll see a yellow button there that says subscribe. After you choose the amount that you'd like to contribute every month from the drop-down menu right next to the button, then you'll click subscribe, and then you'll be taken to a secure PayPal site where you can set up an automated credit card payment that will occur once a month, much in the same way that you might pay some of your bills on auto pay. And there's no penalty if you ever decide to cancel the monthly payment further down the road. But if you'd like to show your ongoing support and ensure that we can do these videos for as long as possible, becoming a monthly subscriber is a great way to do that. So if you're enjoying the music, we'd really appreciate it if you have the means to make a contribution. And if you are not able to do so at this time, that's absolutely okay. We really are so appreciative of you being here and listening to our music, watching these videos every night and sharing the videos with your friends. This is a public video, so feel free to share it on your own Facebook page. Thank you so much to those of you who have been doing this already these last few weeks since we started. Our audience has really grown a lot just in the last three and a half weeks. And that's in huge part thanks to our friends who have shared our videos. So we really can't thank you enough for doing that. If you're watching this on my personal Facebook page, please head on over to my Facebook music page, which is called Laura Dubin Jazz, and you can give that page a like. I just discovered last night that we've reached 500 likes now, which is absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much. And thank you to all the people who have recently liked the page for bringing us up to that number. It's a big milestone. If you would like to help us get to 1,000 and you haven't liked the page yet, please feel free to do so. If you've already liked the page, you can help us by spreading the word by sharing these video links or just sharing the link to my music page. So thank you all so much for your support. And the last piece we're going to play for you was recorded by the great group Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers on their album called Monin'. And this tune was composed by the saxophonist Benny Golson, who was playing with the group at the time. And this is called Blues March. And one little thing about this is that if you notice anything that Antonio plays that sounds a little bit familiar, like maybe like the 20th Century Fox music, actually Art Blakey played it first. Maybe they might have ripped it off from him. So keep your ears peeled for that. thank you so much for being with us tonight. We are Laura Dubin and Antonio Guerrero Blakey on the drums.
I wish.
No, man, you sound just like him there. So that's all the music for tonight, but we'd love to stick around and chat with you for a few minutes. And for those of you who maybe are watching this for the first time, we always love to say hello to you all. So please leave a comment and say hello. Let us know where you're watching from. And this is kind of like when we do live performances at venues. One of our favorite parts is actually just spending time with the audience afterward. We love making new friends and seeing our friends and just having some time to chat with you all. So this is kind of like the Facebook version of that. So I saw some comments popping up, and it looks like we had a lot of, oh my gosh, I've got 26 notifications here on my phone. We had a lot of people watching tonight. So thank you all so much. We really, really appreciate it. Woo! And since I've got this playing on my personal Facebook page and my Facebook music page, I'm just going to check both of them, just so hopefully I won't miss anybody here. There we go. Yay! Siobhan's watching. Hi, Siobhan! We miss you so much. Oh my gosh! And I made like the best applesauce and potato pancakes ever with your
Siobhan,
bounty the other night. I took some pictures to send you. I need to text them to you later. I gotta say I'm pretty proud of myself for how well they came out. I've never made potato pancakes in my life, but I think they came out pretty good for the first time.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, thank you so much, Siobhan. Thank you for
Delicious
watching.
vegetables and food and the twizzlers.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's Antonio's favorite.
I like that snack.
Yay, Deanna and your mom are both watching. Thank you so much. Muchas gracias.
Gracias, Ma.
So great to see you both.
Thank
Sending you a big abrazo. Joanne, hi Joanne. Thank you so much for watching again. Great to see you, Joanne, the pianist Joanne. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. We miss seeing you in real life. Hopefully we can see you sooner than later. Linda's watching. Hi Linda, thank you so much. It's so great to have you here again. We love you and we miss you so much. Yay!
Thank you for watching, Linda, for listening.
Yeah, we really appreciate it so much. And Linda, I think you've been watching. I think you've been here with us just about every night since we have been doing these. This is our 4th week now, so we appreciate your support so much.
Just
Thank
say
you.
a little bit about Linda for all the friends. She's an amazing friend and a musician. She plays trombone, she plays piano, she plays ukulele.
Yeah, bass ukulele. That's a cool instrument.
And she's so busy playing with different orchestras around Rochester.
I think you're actually one of the busiest musicians that we know, which is incredible.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing your music and your friendship.
Yes, thank you so much. Yay. Jack's watching. Hi, Jack and Bonnie. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jack and Bonnie.
He said he loves Chick. Good call with Windows. Yeah. Isn't that a beautiful composition? It's just so magical.
It's other kind of waltz. I mean, it's still a waltz, but
it's not like Someday My Prince Will Come, which is like a different kind of style of jazz waltz. But this is like Chick Corea style waltz, I guess you could call it.
Yes. I think that reminds me a little bit of these Spanish bolerias, sevillanas, that probably Chick has this inspiration when he was playing the Spanish with Paco de Lucia and all these people. I can feel something in Windows.
Maybe that inspired that tune.
Some of the 6/8 of the 3/4 dancing that they do, that is not exactly in the swinging way, but is not in the swing waltz.
Oh, that's so
but
cool.
More in the straight 8, 6/8. I love it.
Nice. Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize that. He was probably inspired by that. Yeah. Do you know when he recorded the Spanish Heart album? Was that after this one? Or
I think
before?
It's after.
Yeah.
Because Windows is one of the.
Is this his first trio album? Now he sings?
The first version is in that trio, but then he recorded again with Return to Forever.
Oh,
with,
okay.
Lenny White on drums and the guitar player Aldi Meola.
Yeah.
And the bass player.
I'm drawing a blank. I feel terrible.
Here in Rochester. I will remember.
Oh, is it Stanley Clark?
Stanley
Clark,
exactly, yeah. But the first trio is Miroslav Vitus and Roy Haynes.
Yeah.
Drums.
That was the recording of Windows. So great albums for you all to check out if you haven't heard those.
Thank
you so much, Jack and Bonnie. Thank you for watching. Donna, hey Donna, thank you so much for watching and sharing. And I just saw you liked a bunch of our posts. Thank you so much. She says, "Hi, Laura and sexy Mexi Antonio." Yeah.
Thank you.
She says, "I think it's time for you to be interviewed by Downbeat magazine." Oh my gosh, thank you. We would love that if that happens someday. You know, I've contacted them a bunch of times, so if anybody from Downbeat out there is watching, please send me a message. We'd love to chat. That would be absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much, Donna. Hey, Dad, great to see you again. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you, Jan. Happy Passover.
Yeah, oh yeah. We might be having a Seder right now if
Jewish friends and family.
Well, we should do and I've seen on Facebook a lot of people are doing Skype or Zoom Seders today, which I think is really cool. Maybe we should do something like that, especially in Bunny's honor. Bunny was my grandma on my father's side, and she was just one of the most wonderful people I've ever known in my life. And she would often have, I don't know if we'd officially call them Seders, but she would do like a Passover dinner and delicious dinners for all the Jewish holidays, and like any holiday really. It's just a great reason for us to get together and eat yummy food and all be connected together. So I'm missing her a lot today, just kind of thinking about that. So yeah, happy Passover to those of you who celebrate. Hey. Jack says, fascinating about the 20th Century Fox movie logo. That's always been my favorite film studio logo. Art Blakey, who knew? Yeah, I know, isn't that crazy? Yeah. I'm sure Art Blakey played it first, and then they took that drum riff from him. Yeah.
It's a very rudimental exercise.
Oh, okay.
Melody
Didn't realize
of drums, because it has the kind of something that we call Radama Q, because it has the rata. It's a Radama Q. It's some rudimental form.
Wait, can you say that word one more time? Radama Q?
Radama Q.
Oh my gosh.
And you know what?
There's the word of the day.
Steve Gadd is a master of that. Steve Gadd is one of the he has some piece written just for drums called Crazy Army.
Oh yeah.
Where he's playing all these combinations of Radama Qs and 7-stroke roll. That is what it is in this piece.
That's one of those pieces that I've heard you practicing a lot.
This is the Bible for drummers.
Yeah, that's so cool. But somehow the way that Art Blakey put it in this piece seems so like definitive of like that blues march tune.
Oh yes.
So that's so cool.
Yeah, Blakey was a master of rolls.
Yeah. Linda says, nice way to end the evening. Thank you both. Thank you so much. Scott Anthony, friend of Tom Curran, listening tonight. Thank you so much. Great to see you again, Scott. We're so delighted that you've been joining us this week. It's so nice to meet you through Facebook, and we thank you for being here tonight and for the other concerts that we've been playing recently. Yay!
Thank you, Scott.
Lisa Clemens watching. Bob and I are watching and listening. Thank you so much. It's great to see you both again. Thank you so much.
Bob and Sue?
Lisa and Bob.
Oh, Lisa
I don't know
and
if you've met
Bob.
Bob Jordan, but I know you through Facebook. Hopefully we'll meet in real life. Actually, I think we did meet you at either a performance that we were doing, or maybe we met you at the George Eastman house. I know that. I remember where. I think we met you at the Little. I think Lisa and Bob came to see us at the Little once. It was maybe a couple months after we had played at the George Eastman Museum. So thank you so much for watching. We really, really appreciate it. And Lisa, I would still love to see your artwork. If you ever feel like you'd like to share a photo of it, I would love to see it. Yay! Just gonna check my other Facebook page for a second, just to make sure I haven't missed anybody. I think I got everybody. Well, thank you all so much for watching. We really can't thank you enough, and we will be back here again tomorrow night at the same time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so we hope to see you again then. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Stay safe and healthy.
Bye-bye.